Hmm. I'm trying to find mine so I can see it. Here we go. Okay, sorry you all, you had such a big picture there. Hi Robin, hi Dahlia. I am trying to get my iPad set up here, so I'm going to have to turn it around when I get ready to do my, scoot back a little bit, do my tutorial. We'll wait for some of them to get here. I had to delete the program that I do the live on my iPad, and because I cheat, I'm not supposed to be doing a live because I'm not qualified on YouTube. So I downloaded this program that this 10-year-old kid talked about on YouTube so I could do lives. But whenever I turn it off and go to do another live, it wants me to open a new account. So I just delete it and start over every time because I don't need a new account. I want to use the account that I already have. So, yeah, shame on me, I know. I probably could get in trouble for it. I don't know. I wonder if they could find me for that. I don't know. Hi, Suzanne. I just got through watching your video of your nice haul. Hi, Karen. Everybody doing okay? It has rained and rained and rained here. I know I look like a haint. I'm sorry. Diane from Crafting with Fury sent me a bow die from In Love Arts, and I love it. I love it. I hope they can't find me. Hi, Lorraine. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Hi, Elsa. We'll give, I see who all wanted to see this tutorial the other night. I can't remember. Oh, Robin, I get migraines. I know how that feels. In Love Arts, Diane is a, I don't know if you call her, you know how they do the BB craft, how they, that's what she is for In Love Arts. She did a video the other day on In Love Arts, and they have some real pretty bows. She sent me one from there. We're going to make a small scrapbook. So you all are going to get dizzy while I turn this around, okay? I'm sorry, because I've got to turn this iPad where it will, I'm sorry, pick up what I'm doing. Whoops. I got a new thing today to do this with, and I got to get it to where it will be not upside down. I'm sorry. There we go. Can you see what I'm working on? Hi, Corn. Is it still videoing? Did I mess it up? Okay. What we're going to make this evening is these pockets right here. And we're going to make a book. And these are made with one 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock or pattern paper, whatever you want to use. And it's real easy to make. Thank you, Corn. How are you this evening? I hope everybody is good. Now my mail's going to start coming in. Yeah, I think that's all we're all doing, isn't it? Just hanging in there. I've already done 3 signatures for the book. I don't have these glued in yet. I just have them because I may want to change the colors. So I don't know. I don't have them glued in yet. But you start with one 12 by 12. Did she finally test negative? Well, thank the Lord for that. My goodness. How many days how many days was she positive? Six weeks. My goodness. Wow. Did anybody else in her family get it? Your son-in-law and kids, any of their children get it? Okay. Not that you know of. They never tested them? I thought they were supposed to test the people that they come in contact with. But we'll be praying that they don't. It's been 6 weeks. If they were going to, they should have already been showing signs. Yeah, you would think. They said anywhere from 10 to 14 days is after they've been in contact that they start showing signs. But if they're asymptomatic, they don't show signs. Your son's coughing. Hi, Sabrina. How are you this evening? Well, your son probably needs to be tested, Suzanne. Oh, well. Life just gets harder and harder, doesn't it? Seems like. Nothing gets any easier. Well, I'm going to get started on the tutorial, and I'm going to show you all my cheat sheet. Okay, can you see? Can you see real good? Can you see what I'm doing? Try to get, I've got that iPad upside down and I've put the big computer on, but it's slower than my iPad, so I have a cheat sheet here that I keep when I want to make one of these. I use these in scrapbooks for pockets, and I make books. I use them for even waterfalls in my scrapbooks. I love these. And it's just a 12 by 12 piece of paper. And this is my cheat sheet part. You score at 3.5. You score at 3.5 and at 8.5 on one side. Now, if you have something that has a pattern that you need to go straight, you need to watch how you score your paper, because you could score it to where it goes sideways or upside down. Well, it's going to be upside down on one side anyway, but you don't want it to go sideways. If you have llamas on there, you don't want them running sideways. So you score at 3.5 and 8.5, and then you turn it and you score at 6 down the middle. And I'm going to show you that. This is my cheat sheet. I keep a cheat sheet all the time. Keep my cheat sheet. I never get rid of my cheat sheet. Now I'm going to show you. For example, this piece of pattern paper, it's got writing on it. So I know it's going to be upside down on one side, because you just can't help it. But I don't want it running sideways. So I'm scoring at 3.5 down this way and 8.5 this way. And then I'm going to turn it and score at 6. And then I take out my cutting board and I turn it over like this on the 6-inch side. I'm going to line this fold, this, you see the mountain on that? When you score, you get a mountain. Can you see that? On this side, it's always a valley. Well, I'm going to cut on this side, and just because I want to, that's easiest for me because I can see it real good. And I'm going to line that up with my wire in my cutter, and I'm going to cut over to that score mark right there. And then I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to do this one the same way. And I'm going to cut over to my score mark. And these knives, this right here, you want to line that up on the fold, and you have a perfect cut. Now, I'm not going to ink around the edges of this book. I want this one to be clean. Now, I'm going to fold it this way, and the reason I'm folding it this way to where this is on the inside is because I want this to be on this side, okay? So this is going to be on white on the inside. So you fold it this way, and then you bring this back just like this. I don't never take mine over all the way to the edge. I leave just a little bit of an edge. And you do the same. Can you all see what I'm doing? You do the same thing on this one. Then you flip it over. You're going to do the same thing here. Now this paper here, this is the Lost and Found blush that Alicia got me for my birthday. And it has a tendency to crack and to ravel just a little bit, but that's fine. I like that look. Now you see where this one's upside down? It's fine. You're going to have that on pattern paper with this kind of a design. If you don't want that, then you want to use a pattern paper like this. See that one? It looks the same on both. But I liked this piece and I wanted to use it. So that's what I did. Okay, now we're going to glue these flaps down. Okay, Cruz. Hi, Brian. How are you? I didn't see you guys come in. I was, Hi, Rhonda. Oops. Did you see what I just did? Just squirted glue everywhere. Why in the world did that do that? It's never done that before. Oh, well. It's been one of those days. Oh, I know why it did that. Shoot, I had the heat on up here today. It's cold here today, you all. Yeah, it got a little warm. At least it's coming out, right? Y'all like my rags? I don't throw away any t-shirts. 100% cotton. Once they've been washed a million times, the dye's gone out of them, color's gone out of them. They make great rags to clean up glue. And now we're going to put our tape on here. And you all, when I scrapbook, I don't use anything but score tape. And we're going to go all along the bottom here. And you wouldn't have to do this because one of them is going to fold in and it's going to stick to that one anyway. It's just easier for me not to have to worry with it. Then I'm going to take this tape off. And I always take art glitter glue. I always take some glue and run along the top of this. And the reason I do that is because if you don't, when you put a tag in, it will slip down into that tape and stick. That keeps your tag from sticking. Gives it dries better that way. So we're going to put that in there. And then we got to put some glue here and here. And we're going to bring this over like this. Well, nope, sorry. I'm getting nervous. You're going to glue this side. Then you're going to bring this over like this. And there you have your pocket. I'm going to do the other side. I'm going to do this one. Robin, what are you taking for your migraine? I know Michelle from Crafty Beginnings, she's been having migraines pretty bad too. I hate that because I get those and I know how bad those things are. Burnish your tape down. Your glue on. You just want to run along the top of that tape. Of course, my hand is shaking. It does that a lot. I'm going to bring this one over. Don't forget your glue here and here. Here and here. And now we're going to bring this down. And you want to burnish real good. And there is, let's go over there. There's your pocket. This is going to be a signature in your book. Now we're going to do the hinge. And we'll do the hinge. And it is, on this small book, I'm just going to do 1/2 inch gussets. When I make a big book, I do 3/4 inch gussets so I can have room to embellish, because I like to put a lot of embellishments in it. So you want to, I cut this at 9.5 by 5 3/4. And the reason I did that is this is 6 inches, okay? And then by the time we put our tape and glue on here, you're going to take up another 1/4. I might ought to do, I think I'll do 5 5/8. I want to have a good, fit. So let's do 5 5/8 instead of 5 3/4. Okay. So then you want to score at 1 1/2, and then you want to score it every 1/2 inch. And I want 4 signatures. So I'm going to let's see how many that will be here. Just a second, and I'll tell you how many that will be. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You're going to have 12 spaces at 1/2 inch for 4 signatures. Now I'm going to, I've done some prepping so that there won't be so much time taken up. I prepped going to have to cut this down now, I think. Yeah, 5 5/8. This is my Tyvek. You remember I told you about Tyvek not tearing? It's what you get in the mail a lot of times, and it won't tear. And you'll see somebody building a house, it'll say Tyvek on the side of the house. All right, now, I had already scored this, and to get my 4 pages, you skip a space, a 1/2 inch, then you're going to fold these 2 together. You're going to skip, you're going to fold those 2 together, skip, so on and so on. So now we're going to put our Tyvek on. And you've got to make sure you cover every little piece of this Tyvek to go on. You want it to stick good. So you've got score tape on it, all over it there. I usually have 1/2 inch, but I haven't ordered any. I haven't really made a scrapbook that much than last year. So and I had already burnished all of this tape down, so that's why I didn't go ahead and burnish it, because I had already done that. Hi, Crafters Treats. Sorry I missed you coming in. You want to line that up, and then you want to burnish that down. And I come off just a little bit right there, so I'm going to cut that off. What I didn't get with the cutter, I'm getting with my scissors, you all. There we go. You don't want any of this tape sticking over. For one thing, it's ugly, and for another thing, it collects dust. You'll have dust in your, well, those will be in there, but not all of them. All right. Now we're going to start folding. And you're going to fold that way and that way. And you're going to burnish all your folds. Hi, Christy. Okay, now you know how I had those marked? I'm going to go through here and mark them, because if I don't, I'll glue the wrong sides together. I'm going to skip. There's one. Skip. There's one. Skip. And there's one. And then you put your tape on. And I put my tape here against this fold line on that one. And then I go to the next fold line and I put one there. And what that does, that'll catch this spot here and this spot here when you fold it. I'm sorry I'm missing your all's comments. Kind of hard to do this and read them, isn't it? And now we're going to burnish. And then we're going to start putting them together. You'll see what I mean here. I'm going to fold that over just like that. You're going to burnish it from this side. And you're going to burnish it from that side. And then you're going to do it this way. Over. Now you want to make sure when you fold it over that you're actually folding onto the side that has the tape on it, because if you miss and go over here, then you've messed up your hinges. I'll show you. Can you see that? And you just want to bring them up together. I just make something. I'm having a hard time with names today. I'm sorry. Now you see, I messed up. No, I didn't. Got it folded wrong. Now you have your hinges. See your hinges? And the reason I put a ½ inch here, that's going to help me line it up on my spine. So now what I want to do is put my tape on. Did I even have that in frame when I showed you the hinges? these I need to come all the way to the edge of the paper. I can't have it not coming to the edge of the paper. It's got to go all the way to the edge, and you want them touching each other. See how they're real close? This goes a lot faster when you have 1/2 inch or 1 inch score tape. This is 1/4 inch. Did you guys see on CNN that America has hit over 70,000 deaths today for the COVID? It's so sad. This is so sad. I know. I just can't believe. But I can also understand. I mean, I can understand why they need to open up. I mean, but I just don't know how they're going to control it. I just don't know. You all, I'm scared. I'm scared about what's going to happen, how it's going to be so bad. Okay, now we've got that one. We're going to burnish it down. Your city got an F in social distancing? I take my bone folder and I get in those creases where they're folded too, you all. You want to make sure that everything is sticking down real good. Now I'm going to turn it this way. You all, I'm out of baby wipes in my craft room, and I miss them so bad. I went to the dollar store for the first time today in 2 months just to get baby wipes. They didn't have any. She said the truck will run tomorrow. She said, but they'll be gone by tomorrow night. I said, oh, okay. So I guess I'll just have to do without baby wipes. And I use them. I mean, I use them for everything. So there's your hinges, you all. There's the hinges. And those will go in on our spine. Now we're going to put our book together. How y'all like my my fancy tape tear cutter? You know what that is? I bet some of you know what that is. To clean the glass cooktop stove with. Oh well. Get my old Tim Holtz ruler out here. Now I've already prepped my Tyvek for my hinges, or my binding here. So, and the way I determined how big I wanted my book is the size of this here is 5 by 6. Okay, so I wanted enough room up here so that I could have a tag if I want a tag or a flower, and I'll probably bring that down about to the 1/4 of an inch because I want enough room up here. You can make it even if you want to, and then I'm going to have a tag over here. Now with these pockets, you can determine which direction you want it to go in. Do you want it to go like that, or do you want it to go like that? When you open your book, which way do you want it to be? I want mine to go like this. So that's how I determined how big my book is going to be. And it is 6 by 6 3/4. And the spine is 3 1/2 by 6 3/4. Okay, so now I'm going to start on my spine with my Tyvek. I'm going to line this up with my tape that I put on there, just like that. I'm going to do the other side too. It'll be easier to do it that way. I use every piece of Tyvek because it's expensive. These are scrap pieces that I'm using. So, there we go. And these are 2 by 6 3/4. You all see what I did? Which one do I want to take off and redo? This one. Oh my goodness. You guys, I'm so nervous doing this tutorial. See what score tape does? Takes the cardboard off, but it'll be all right. Now I gotta redo that. These don't have to be perfect. Putting these on. You just want them to stick because they're going to have, well, you want them pretty good. You want enough tape on it to hold it. So, all right. Turn that over where it's supposed to be. Where I overlap that, I'm going to have to take the second one, or the first one, I mean, because I overlapped it. Okay. Oh. There we go. Hey, Michelle. I didn't see you come on either. Beady Bomb Bomb and Liz. Cat Paper. Glad you all could make it. I'm busy working. You all just go right ahead and chat and have a good time. I use this. Y'all see what I did to my Tim Holtz? You can't clean these, by the way, with alcohol. You see how that wording that come off? So it makes a good spacer for my book. I had to buy another one. I've made a lot of mistakes over the 16 years, believe me. Then I'm just going to line that up. Just like so. So you line them up to where they're even. Of course, you all know that. And you burnish. Now, the only thing I couldn't decide on to prep for this is what I wanted to use for my cover. And I'm thinking you all might be able to help me with what I want to use, with what to use for the cover. I don't know. What do y'all think about that? This page. Think that would work as the outside cover for the book? Tie back. There, Cruz. You think this one will be? This one be okay? I think I like that too. It's going to take both of them. You believe that? Let's see. Yep, going to take both of them. And I only want an inch to go over each side. So I'm going to cut each one before I do it. This is 6 3/4. I want 8 3/4. I'm going to use my big cutter. And then, you all, I'm going to overlap it 1/2 inch. Like I said, I cheat a lot. I cannot do anything by eye. I got to do it with a tape measure. You gotta use the tape measure too. I do. I gotta use the tape measure. Now, I want to make sure I get it all going in the same direction. Okay, that should be right there. So now I'm going to line this up down here, and my hand is shaking. And there. And we're lined up, okay. And I'm going to mark my 1 inch. So that I get my book on here straight. And I always make sure this is going down the center of the spine, or as close to the center as you can get. You don't want it on the edges because it's going to work like this. So you don't want that on an edge or too close to the edge. Okay? All right, now this is more tape, you all. And I'm out on that one. And this one doesn't have to be close. But when you see what else I do, this is where the Tyvek was folded. Give me a drink of tea, my mouth's dry. Double-sided tape. Double-sided. Hi, Lizzie. How are you, Liz? I've missed a lot of you coming on. I'm sorry. I don't like for my hinge to pucker. So I also put glue down the side of that hinge to keep it from puckering. My daughter told me, so Mom, that must be the OCD in you because you know they make them that way. I said, I know. I'm sorry. But that's me. Hand shaking so bad I couldn't get my pen done in my glue. Alright, here we go. Line that up in the center as close as you can get it, and on your marks. And then I'm going to cut off all but an inch. And I'm going to use my scissors for that. then I'm going to take my bone folder, go along the edge of this. It's going to make it easier to fold. And then I'm going to get my handy dandy corner marker. I like the 1/4 inch one. And I always just mark it and cut it with scissors. So much easier than getting the cutting mat out and the craft knife. Hi Belinda, how are you tonight? Who else have I missed coming in? Well, thank you, Kat. And I take my scissors and I just mark that off, cut that off. Don't throw away even these scraps because you might need those on something. Now we're going to just start bending it before we put our glue and stuff on to make sure that it bends good. Okay, now for more tape. And you're going to burnish that down. Get your glue. Put some glue here. And glue here. I stand mine up and I start doing this. Then you just start like so. Just take it across. Take your bone folder. Fold. Now, the bone folder ain't going to fold that because it's glittered. There we go. Fold that in. Fold this one in. Now you all, usually I double my chipboard when it's this thin, but this book is a small book, and when I put everything in, it'll be okay. But now on my big books, this is a thin chipboard. See how flimsy? I double it on my big ones. Amazon, I guess, was out the last time of the heavyweight, so they don't usually substitute, but they did that time and sent me a bunch of this stuff. Once you pay for shipping and handling and they want to charge you so much to send it back, I thought, I can make it work. And I've made it work. I'm almost out of it, so I've almost used it all. Hey, Donna. You know, I really need to work on my granddaughter's scrapbook. I don't know. Now, when you put it on this end here, you don't want to come all the way up to the edge of this because it will show when you put your paper here. So you just want to come like this and leave just I don't know, 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, however you all want to do it, however you want to do it. Because your glue is going to catch whatever is not on there. So then you set it up like this, start working it over. See, when you start working it over, it's going to catch on this tape here first. That way you won't have any wrinkles. Had to get that up to the light so I could see what I was doing. I am using art glitter glue. That is the art glitter glue, and score tape is the only thing I use for scrapbooking. When you make a book, you want it to stay together. It is art glitter glue. This is the type of bottle that come in last time. And you don't have to make your spine this big either. You can make your spine any width you you want. I just like I like a big spine. I don't know why, but I do. I've made them with little spines, but I guess because I over embellish or something. I don't know. But there's the book. And see, when you open it like this, you don't have that pucker on your hinge. I don't like that pucker on the hinge. I don't like it. So I take care of that. I just take care of that pucker. Now I want to make sure I don't get my book upside down when I put my pages in. So I'm going to do top. Alright, next thing we're going to do is put our hinges in. Like I said, I made that one so that I could, and I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. Let's see. Now, I've got room for my tags. There we go. Get a bigger picture. I've got room for my pictures and my tags down in here. And then I'm going to have room over here for my tags to come out the width that I want them to. If I want a wide. See, when you close your book, you want room when you close your book to have when you, well, you'll see when I put it together. All right, so I want that to be 3/8 of an inch. So that one's going to be 5/8. I want this to be 5/8 up. And center it like that. Eighths, 1/2, 5/8, 1/2. Oh. We're going to go with 5/8 down here. Nope, we're going to go with 1/2 down here. If I'm going to have an 1/8 of an inch difference, I want it to be for the tags. Okay. All right, you all. Let's put this on here. You all haven't noticed, but I've made so many mistakes. But I'm sure you have noticed too. Belinda, are you leaving us, honey? Oh, that's my granddaughter that's graduating. That's one of the pictures I'm going to put in her book. She's about 3 years old there. Yeah, I'm going to put a few in there for when she was little. Gotta have more tape, you all. Oh, I've made them. Okay. And you're going to center that on that spine as best you can. how dirty that is. Can you all see how dirty that is? I cannot get that cleaned up. I have tried and tried. I'm afraid of ruining it like I did that one. Oh well. Now, I want to decide what I'm going to use over here, and I think what I'm going to do is get some pink and use it as a background. And the reason I'm using this color of pink is because of these flowers in this. See how close that is? That's how I decided on this pink. Okay, so I am going to just, because I want to run some ribbon across this top, I'm going to just make it this. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. Nope, nope, nope. Can't do that, you all. Let me see. Got to get me one out of here. What about this black, you all? Vinegar and baking soda? I'll try that. Yeah, I understand. What do y'all think about the black to put on here? Then I can put my ribbon here that I want to use. What do you all think? The black? Six and a half. 5 3/4. Can't use that one. Five 3/4. 6 and a half. Five 3/4. 6 and a half. No, I cut that one. That's 6. Am I going too fast for you all? Have you had questions and I've missed them? Not at all? Okay. I'm missing most of the conversation, but I wanted to do this for you all. You want to make sure you have no tape sticking over. Dust collectors if you do. Okie dokie. Now we're going to put one of them on. I'm going to line it up over here first. See, I took off one side of the tape, and you want to hold it here. I'm going to line it up where I want it. And then once I get it where I want it, if I can keep my hand from shaking, I will lay it down and press that down. Then I'll turn it over here and take these off. Yeah, my hand shook. See? Told you my hands are shaking tonight. Okay, we're going to do this side that way. See if I can keep my hand from shaking so bad. Oh, I do? Acorn. We like to watch tutorials, don't we, people? Yes, we do. I like to learn things. I like to learn new things. Make sure I got that up right, and I got it upside down. Okay. Get the tape picked up here, or I'll be overrun with tape scraps. Now, I want to decide which way I want my papers to be. Where's the other one? Here it is. Which way do I want them to run? Let me see. I got... Where's my pieces at? Here we go. Which way do I want it to do? So what do I need? Well, I'll worry about those in a bit. I'll take those out. Then I'll worry with how I want to place those in a bit. Because I know how I want to place these pages, these signatures, I'm sorry, they're signatures. I think I want to put that one first. Then that one, then that one, then that one. Like that. That's the way I want to go. Alright. Alright, y'all. So now, we're going to put these on here. We're going to make this our tag side, so this is where we want our tape. I overlapped that so that it would have good catch real good there, so now remember what I told you about the glue to keep your tags from sticking to your tape when it slides down in there. You just need a little thin strip going right along the top of your tape. It's just to keep your tag from sticking to the tape. I've got somebody in mind for this book, and I'll have to do another little tutorial on how I finish it up. We're going to put it together tonight, and then I'll do a tutorial on how I'm going to finish it up. But it won't be alive, I'd say. No, I made these out of 12 by 12 cardstock. Oh, shoot. I knew that was wrong. Ah. And let me tell you something. With this tape... Oh, I am going to get it up. Okay. I was trying to look at the comments, you all. I was trying to look at those comments. Trying to read the comments. I got nosy what you all were talking about. But it ain't nothing that can't be fixed. I've taken many of them apart before. Yes, I have. I've thrown many of them in the trash, too. Now, let's see if we can't do this right. There we go. There we go. About to get out of line. got scared. I couldn't remember checking that cover. Sorry, I got concentrating here. I wasn't talking. Michelle says I zone out on what I'm doing. Good night, Donna. Tell Jody to be careful. Stay safe. Hey everybody, I sent the paperclip swaps out today. You guys should get them no later than Friday. But I think I forgot, I didn't put cards in them, I'm sorry. I had so many packages to send out today. And there's our book, you all. Now you see this space right here inside? That's going to leave me room for my cards. My tags that go in the side here. It's going to leave me room for the tags that go in the side. When you close the book, you want room for your tags, and I'm going to have it. And then I'm going to do, there's a ribbon that I want to put here that's going to match this. And then I'm going to put little pockets. They're like a flip pocket here, just a little one. That's why I left this as it is. I just wanted 4 signatures in here. Because I'm going to be putting something back here and something back here. So you can even put this back here, make another pocket back here, pocket here, and a pocket here. See, that would be pretty too. That might be what I do. Because it's going to make 2, 4, 6 more pictures. You can put 6 more pictures in that. You can put 6 pictures in each one of these. And I can do it here. And then the flap that I put there. Ooh. Nope, don't like that idea. Already had in mind what I was going to do, so I better stick to it because I'll be messing it up if I don't. The story of my these tweezers right here. How they've lost this off here. This is my second pair in 16 years. The needle nose pliers, I cannot work without these because I can't get my fingernails under that paper to rip it off the tape. So that's, and where I use it so much, there used to be plastic or rubber pieces on each side. And where I've used it so much, those wore off. How I got them? These tweezers? Oh, you mean these tweezers? Where I got these or where I got this? This came from Hobby Lobby. I I don't know how many years ago. I've had these forever. But these right here, when my husband had open heart surgery, they came in and took his stitches out. And they used 2 tweezers, this one and another pair, to do it with. And they started to throw them in the trash. And I took them. No, we're not throwing those in the trash. They opened them up. They were brand new tweezers. They opened them up and only used them on my husband, was going to throw them in the trash. So I thought, no, I'm taking those tweezers. And these, they have this groove right here. Hear that? Those latch on to everything. I can pick up, they pick up beads, they pick up sequins. I can't live without these either. Can you see them? I cannot live without those either. The other ones, this one or this one. The one from the hospital. Listen, us crafters, we're always looking for something to use. Are we not? You have a couple pairs yourself, Belinda. See, you latched onto yours too, didn't you? Shucks, they were only used on my husband. You got to get a husband to have him operated. Yeah, Belinda, there's one, we've got one pair downstairs in the sink drawer that we use for stuff. And I've got this one up here. And, see, there was something else I used too, but I tore them up. D. Get a husband. Somebody asked if I was using envelopes. Are you still in here? This is how I made these signatures. Out of here. It's one 12 by 12 sheet of paper. You score it 3.5 and 8.5. And then you turn it and you score it 6. And then you can fold them any way you want to. I could have had white. And, I've done that before. But you can fold these in. You don't have to have them out. This is my cheat sheet right here. My cheat sheet. Have I had that in frame or not? But that's my cheat sheet. That's the one I use. You use them for your head work? Okay. Did that help you? Showing you this? Let's see, you got... I use this in scrapbooks. I've made... Hey, Alicia. We understand. I've made the books where they turn like that. And put the pocket up here at the top. I'm going to have to go too, you all. It's almost 9 o'clock. It's been 2 hours. We've got the book put together. I hope that it helped. I hope that it has helped you. If you have any questions, just... Well, you're welcome, Kat. What time are you going live, honey? Because I love lives. Hey, Susan. Yeah, we're getting ready to get off, hon. Oh, you can split the screen. Well, I could be teacher for a night, Alicia. Good night, Lizzie. You're welcome, Liz. Thank you. I'm going to put a Dritz coat hook on here for the closure. Yeah, it's late there, isn't it, Cat? So I am going to say good night myself. It is 8:54 here, and Kat, what time did you say you were going to go? 1 p.m. Pacific time? That is the I'll figure it out. Okay. Oh, Leticia, are you on here? See, I've learned how to say your name. 5:54 there. It's almost 9 o'clock here. So, yes, 6 p.m. there. All right. It's not. You're 3 hours. Yeah. So 1 o'clock. It'll be 4 o'clock here. Yeah, about 4. So I'll watch for you about 4 o'clock. Okay. All right. I'm going to say good night then, everyone, and I'll do a tutorial on how I do the rest of my book and put that up if you all would like for me to, or just want me to finish it and just show you what I finished, because it's pretty much finished. Good night, Alicia. Good night, Rhonda. Good night, everyone. Thank you all for coming. You're welcome, Leticia. You should get it by Friday, honey. Good night, everyone. I'm going to have to move this up so I can turn it off.